another episode of the IBJJF Podcast. My guest today is Lucas Pinheiro. Lucas is a Pan champion. He's a world Nogi champion, and now he's a 2023 Brasileiro champion. Lucas, thanks so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you, Danny. First of all, thank you, IBJJF. Thank you, Danny, for the opportunity. To me, it's a huge pleasure to be here. It's another dream become true, And we have white belt, yellow belt. I used to thinking about maybe one day I'll be enjoy IBJJF page and all that stuff. And right now, I'm here. I have this huge opportunity to talk about jiu-jitsu, like talk about good things. It's amazing for me. It's a pleasure. It means everything I started doing since the first day of jiu-jitsu training for now. It's work, and I want to just keep going. I want to just inspire people to not give up in life, not give up in training, and I'm here to do my best as always.
You've been doing incredible the last 6 months. You won Nogi Worlds. You just won Brasileiros. I think we got to start with the Brasileiros. That was, in my opinion, one of your best performances as a black belt. You dropped down to Rooster Weight for Brasileiros, and we talked about it before we started recording, but that was your first time competing at Rooster since the 2020 Pans. So it's been quite a while. Can you talk about the drop to Rooster Weight and how difficult that weight cut was for you?
Yeah, first, I never competed as a Rooster Weight when I was in Brazil. I moved to US in 2015 to compete the Worlds as a brown belt. I ended up lost in the final, and I got my black belt a couple of days after. And then for my first tournament as a black belt, I was already, here in US. I was like, I can try to make a rooster. I can do good. I did it. A lot of hard work. I was first time that I was competing as a rooster. And after that, I went to the Pan Am's final in 2016. It was an amazing tournament. And in 2017, I decided to compete again. But in 2018, everything's changed. I was like, it's things started to make more difficult for me, because of I was starting teaching jiu-jitsu. At the same time, I was focused on my athlete visa. A lot of things going on. And I decided to switch for light feather. Feel like compete compete as a high level division in certain division like rooster weight. It's not that easy. It's a lot of work. Like for example, usually I do 30-40 minutes cardio every day. In the morning before training, and then late night before go bed, I do cardio as well. Uh, for this one, I did everything before, I started my weight cut in January. I decided to skip Europeans and pants just to prepare myself for Brazilian nationals and the worlds. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do as a rooster, but I need to make a big plan, a huge plan, like each day by day, week by week, month by month, and see how it goes. At the beginning, I was pretty confident. I was cutting weight well, but to the middle, my weight got stuck a little bit. I was like, I need to change something. I need to do something. And I started to figure out that weight cut, it's not about just, okay, I'm thinking about cutting 10 pounds, for example. I can do it, but I need to do the right thing, right? And I was like, no, I need to hold my weight a little bit more, enjoy more the process. I was putting a lot of pressure on me because the last time I competed as a Russo is 2020. I was like, now I'm going back again for the first time competing in Brazil. The first time I will be competing at the Brazilian National as a black belt. Now all my friends, all my family, you'll be there to support me. But I need to do the right thing. I was not easy, but I was amazing because, like I say, I didn't beat myself. To me, the toughest opponent is me against me, right? And I was like, I can do it. I can cut a weight well. I did it honestly. 2 months before I did compete at the Spider, at the 5 kilos, and I was like, wow, it's gonna be amazing. Drop down to Rooster this year for Brazilian nationals, and I was like, I can do it. The weight cut, I was not like tough, to be honest. I was not easy, but I was not tough. Uh, I was training hard every day. I was very impressed with my performance during the training because even though I was cutting weight, but I was training hard every day. I did not skip one training section, and I figured out that I was one type of person where I was enjoy the process. I think the key of success is enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. Even though you cut away, even though you sore, you tired, but you need to enjoy the process. Once you enjoy the process, things will be even better, easy, let's say, because it's a type of thing where I'm not gonna do for my whole life. I'm not gonna do for my whole career. At some point, I'll have to slow down a little bit. And I decided to push hard. I did it. One thing that I did is not make a deal with myself. I cannot make a deal with myself. I gotta go. I know I have a 30 days. 30 days before the Brazilian national, I was 4 kilos, and I was like, now I need just to keep going. And I did sign up as a life feather, and I was a little bit confused with that. I was like, oh, I'm signed up as a life feather, but I'm thinking about compete as a rooster, cut weight, and everything. And then I remember like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the tournament, I did wake up 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I was like, you know what? The first thing that I'm gonna do today is change my division. I went to the IBJJF website and I did change it to the rooster. I was like, now I'm gonna feel myself as a rooster weight. Now I need to do everything I could to cut weight well and go there and do my best. And I did a amazing like with this weight cut. Honestly, one day before I was already 124, 125 pounds. One day before, like I did not, we losing water, things like that. I was eating every day well. I think the keys of cut weight is eating every day well and measure everything. Everything you do, you need to do the right thing. I think this is also the key. And of course, the mindset of cut weight, I was different. This time I was different. I was like, I did it, like I say, I did it not skip one part of my meal or one part of my training. I was like, I was very impressed with that because usually it's harder when you tire, especially on Friday. You tire and you want to do something different besides jiu-jitsu or eating or even eating something different outside your diet. But at this point, I was like, no, Friday to me, it's like Monday. There is no day off. It's for me, every day is gonna be a Monday. Every day I'll have to do the same thing until the day of the tournament. And hey, I'm happy with that because, like I say, hard work works, right? Hard work pays off, and I did put myself on the type of situation, and I did everything I could, and I thank you God that uh, I won the Brazilian nationals, and yeah, I'm just happy with everything. I still working hard. I still do my things, and let's see how it goes.
Definitely paid off. You had 3 fights, 3 submissions. You beat some really high caliber opponents. We got to talk about the semifinal with Bebeto Oliveira. I know he's a competitor you fought quite a bit before. Fought him in the Nogi Worlds final, beat him in a close match there. But why don't you talk about the triangle that you got stuck in? Bebeto put you in a triangle when you were trying to pass the guard. Looked pretty tight. He ended up attacking the arm a couple of times too. You got out, got the back, got the finish. But how tight was that triangle? Were you ever close to tapping to that?
Oh, honestly, before I stepped on the mat, I was talking to my professor, and I thought this is gonna be a tough match. But the key is I cannot stop in between his guard. I gotta move forward. I gotta move inside to side. But one thing that I figured out is before I used to compete as a light feather and rooster, right? Or light feather and feather sometimes. And dropping down to rooster, compete against the new generation. We already fought it like 7 times, 8 times already. And every match we go against each other is a tough one. And this one, I did not expect the triangle. I was like, oh, okay, I'm good here. I can be able to put pressure, apply a good pressure on him, and then he can pass. But he did it amazing, defended the knee cut pass, and then caught me in the triangle. At the beginning of the position, once he caught me in the triangle, I already figured out that one thing that I cannot stop moving. I cannot tap. That's the first thing that I was thinking. It's like, even though I'm here, but I'm not gonna tap. And the triangle was super deep. The first 30 seconds, I was the tough. I was like, oh my god, I will tap, I will tap. I was like, no, man. At the same time, I will figure out that no, I cannot tap. I need to stay calm. A lot of things going on in my mind. I was thinking about this last 3 months that I did prepare myself every day, training hard. My wife, my daughter was there watching me. My professors and all the people outside the mat. I was like, no, I gotta do one thing that I I will have to choose. One, it's stay here and just survive. Two, I have to put myself, give him something to have something, right? And I started when I felt the triangle super deep. I started like giving my arm for him to attack the arm bar, and then once he went to arm bar, and I did breathe a little bit for 3 seconds, and then I did protect my arm again, and then he go back to triangle, and then he put pressure again. I was like, oh my! At some point he gonna feel tired because, I feel like when I started jiu-jitsu, I was, you know, a little kid, like a very like tough kid, I did a lot of things in my whole career, and situations like that, once the situation happened, I already, in my mind, I already think like, man, I already passed a lot of good things in my life, a lot of bad things, a lot of tough things. This triangle not gonna stop my dream. That's my first time there in Brazil. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. No matter what, I will get out. I mean, every time he was like putting pressure on me, I was like, no, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I was talking to myself. I was like, everything's fine. I will get out. I will get out. I will get out. And then for after 1 minute, I was like, I will give my arm to him. I know that I can get hurt, but that's the only way for me to survive. And then once he started going to on ball, I was like, now it's time to get up. And I did control the wrist and then step over the head. Once I get out, I was like, now it's my turn. I'm not going to stop until I pass the guard or until I ended up in a good position. I respected my opponent a lot. Bebeto, to me, he, every time you fought, I back to the academy. I always try to learn something new to improve my game because he's a tough guy. He's very flexible. He's strong. He's very technical guy. I respect him. I respect his game, and I like to challenge myself against people like that because I can make myself better. I can really make not just in technical wise but in my mindset, in my the way I think myself. And one thing is important is you need to know yourself. You need to know how to talk to yourself before a jiu-jitsu match. And before I step on the mat, I did talk to myself. I knew that it was being a tough match, but at the same time, I was like, it's gonna be tough. I'm ready for everything. Here at San Diego, I training like every day like that. I like to start in the bad situations like triangle. Sometimes I let the guys start on my back because once you know how to defend a good position, you're gonna have a good attack, right? To me, it's more important to know how to defend a good on bar, how to survive in a good triangle or even on your back take, than be just attacking all the time. I think the defense position is more important than your attacks. If you have a good defense, you're gonna have good attacks anyway. And I always try to focus on that type of thing. But I think, to be honestly, on this tournament, the mindset was the key for me. The mindset was the key. Since the day that I landed in Brazil, to the day of the tournament, the mindset was the key to conquer this Brazilian national title. Because everyone is good, everyone is training hard. Everyone has the same level, but the mindset is different. Once you have a good mindset, nobody can stop you. Only you can stop you. And I try to do this every day in training. Every day I wake up 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Walk my dog, drink black coffee, and I like to take a cold shower in the morning like 5, 6:30 a.m. in the morning, cold shower, go train, go there. I was excited to train. I was excited to push myself. I feel like the way that I treat myself at the academy is the way that I'm gonna treat myself at the day of the tournament. Nothing will change. I always gonna be there. I do my best. I will never give up. I will never uh stopping dream. I always go there and do my best and try to push my opponent as well. That we can put a show to the people outside the mat, not just for it. But I believe that the main goal is go there, put everything we have to the people outside the mat, and the results. It's win or lose. It's part of the game, right? The only thing you change is the way you're gonna treat yourself after a great tournament, like after Brazilian National. I still treat myself the same way. I still learning. I still open my mind to do good things, and for me, that's the key.
Well, your mindset definitely paid off. You put on an incredible performance for the crowd. I want to get your take on the crowd as well because I wasn't at the event, but just watching the videos on Flow Grappling, you could see how many people were there. And you could really feel the energy coming through the screen. So, can you talk about the fans in Brazil and just what the overall atmosphere was like at the Brasileiros?
Honestly, like I was like super nervous, before the tournament. I was like, yeah, my first time that I'm gonna compete the Brazilian national. I knew that the bractal stuff, the weight cut, I was good, but competing as a Rooster weight is a different type of movements, a different type of controls, and but be there in the day of the tournament the day that I show up at the tournament, I felt the energy like, man, that's a great energy. People here in Brazil really love the sport, really love like the great environment, like the energy. I was like, man, here today, I only want to do one thing is do my best, no matter what. Each second, each minute, I will have to do my best. I will have to fight like for real, like 100% hard, and I feel like the energy is amazing, like it's a different energy. It's a different energy. When I was finishing my semi-final, a lot of people stopping by to talk to me and congratulate myself to not give up and everything. I was like, man, that's that I want to show for people outside the mat. That sometimes you're gonna feel yourself stuck in a few situations, but the only person can stop you it's you. Of course, your opponent you do everything to submit you, but only you can stop you. If you can prove to yourself that you are capable to go forward, to get out, nobody will stop you. Just believe yourself. I was believing myself a lot, even though I was nervous, but I was believing myself a lot. And I was like, to feel this energy here is a different level. I was like, oh my God, here take you to the next level of everything. And it this is I will take to my whole life. I will never gonna forget everything happened the day of the tournament. You know, I learned a lot. It's an amazing feeling. It's amazing, not just because they thought it's amazing feeling about. I'm talking about people outside the mat, how people appreciate your job, how people appreciate you, the way you take care of yourself, the way you put yourself in some situations during the match and do everything to not give up. It's amazing feeling. And yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to feel that again. At the awards, and let's see how I'm gonna take care of this.
Yeah, it was an incredible performance. Excuse me. 3 fights, 3 submissions. If you guys get a chance, go back and watch Lucas's matches from the Brasileiros. You'll definitely enjoy that. But I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about your transition to Atos. So you moved over to Atos in San Diego in 2018. You've got such a great team there, so many world champions. You got Professor Andre Galval, Angelica Galval is incredible leaders over there in San Diego. Can you talk about that transition to Atos and how that really changed your career?
Yeah, honestly, when I first came to US, I moved to Texas, to Dallas. I was in Texas, and then I did everything there. I started teaching jiu-jitsu. I did apply for my athlete visa, and after a couple of years, I did apply for my green card. Now I'm American resident. I did everything different. First, I was focused more, make things better for myself here. Make myself confidence with everything. And once I did that, I decided to make a big plan of, be a good competitor. Because at the beginning I was more professor, I was teaching every day, like 3 times a day. I was focused more, on the students. And then once I did talk to Professor Angelica and Professor Andre, and told them that I was thinking about moving to California to train with them and to do my best for the team, and once I moved, I moved right on the beginning of the pandemic. Honestly, I was there, and then the pandemic started, and I was like, my wife told me, now it's time for you to move because everything shut down. We know that the transition will be very tough. It's not gonna be easy, and believe me, Danny, uh, we did it there everything in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, the pandemic started in 1 week. 3 or 4 days after the pandemic, I didn't receive my green card. And then she's like, "Now everything's fine. Now it's time for you to move." And then we did rent a U-Haul truck, and I did put everything on the U-Haul truck. And then my wife came with her friend in the car. She was driving. I was driving the U-Haul truck with my friend, and we drove like 20 hours, 23 hours, Texas to California. Uh, and once I got here, I was like, now it's time for me to be a real full-time athlete. Now I have to train hard every day. I got here on Sunday, and on the next day on Monday, I was already in the academy because the time the comp class, I was 6 a.m. in the morning. I was already there 5:30 a.m. And I was like, the first thing that I told myself was like, I cannot make a deal to myself. I know the beginning of the transition, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be in 1 week. It's not gonna be in 1 month. It's not gonna be 1 year. Maybe you take 3 or 4 years, to building everything right. And I was amazing here. I was Professor Andre and Professor Angelica supported me a lot. Even the team supported me a lot. I trained everyone. Honestly, I trained Kaina, Batista. I trained everyone. Everyone tried to help me. Everyone tried to push myself hard, and be here, be part of the Atos team. It's another dream become true. I'm a big fan of Professor Andre, not just as an athlete, but as a human being, as a father, as a professor, as a coach. The way he take care of the academy, the way he take care of the students. There is a lot of champions here. It's
Yeah.
not easy to take care of the champions, and especially in one room. There is a 5, 6 world champions, ADCC champions, Nogi world champions, Pan American champions. It's not easy. I can see how he take care of everything, and was like, man, I'm on the right spot. I'm in the right place. I just need to follow his lead. The way he take care of himself, I try to take care of myself. He always tell me to do things. I never complain. I go there and I do. If he asks me to roll with Kaina, I go there and I roll with Kaina. If he asks me to start in a bad situation, I go there and I start a bad situation. One thing that I try to keep myself is never complain. I cannot complain. I cannot make a deal with me. I need just to go there and do my best, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and try to do everything I could to make things better for myself, and then I can make things better for others around me. That's for me. That's the goal. That's the key. And be here. It's amazing. Uh, Once the beginning of that I moved to San Diego was not easy. I was the first 1 year, 2 years not easy. Right now things started become better. I started know more myself, know more things around here, how I can take care of my family here in San Diego, how I can take care of my training, take care of my students because I'm teaching for kids here as well. I'm a professor too, you know. And then for me, this is the key. The key is enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and it's amazing to be here. I love be here. I don't want to move to San Diego. I want to stay here. I want to train here. You know, uh, I want to do my things here, and I can't wait to the future.
I know it's an amazing place to train, and I'm sure it's even better now with the Worlds coming up in just a couple weeks. So you were at Rooster for Brasileiros. Do you plan on competing in the Roosterweight division for the Worlds?
Yes, I'm gonna compete as a rooster for sure. I'm very excited, especially right now. There is a lot of a new generation, a lot of a new guys.
Yeah.
I think I'm the oldest guy on that division. And it's gonna be amazing compete, especially right now that we fought until the quarterfinals on the first day. I'm very excited to go there and compete like that. I feel like it's fair to do that on the first day. It's fair. I feel like the real thing you start in the first day. That's gonna be the tough day. And I like to challenge myself. I don't like easy things. Easy things everyone can do it. I like the tough thing. I like to do the hard things. Because once you do the hard things, we appreciate more. We can see which level we need to improve. And compete at the Brasileiros, I feel like I need to improve a lot on my game. Even though I did well, I did submit the first the first round, I did submit the second round, and the last round I did submit as well. Choke from the back. But there is a lot of things that I need to improve. I need to improve, and I feel like being as a Rooster Weight again, it's amazing feeling. I want to be honest with you. I'm not happy with the results. I'm happy with the results for sure, but I'm happy with me, with myself, because it's not easy to do things like that. Especially for me, I walk around 6'7", 6'8" kilos, like 140, 145, 150 pounds sometimes, and cut down to 125. To me, that's
It's a
the
lot.
tough opponent. The tough opponent, it's me against me, especially especially right now, the world camp already started. The training was super tough. The training was super tough. Today, honestly, I did it, like, we did it a lot of specific training. We did it like 9 rounds of 8 minutes. I did not skip one round. I did all the 9 rounds. Even though I was tired, I was like, no, I gotta do it. I gotta push myself. Even though I'm cut weight, but I can prove to me that I'm capable to do my best day by day. And it's gonna be amazing compared to Rusty again. Like I say, there's a lot of new challenges and a lot of tough opponents. It's awards. It's the best event of the world. Only the best guys will be there. And one thing we know, that there's only one gold medal. There's only one gold medal. To conquer that, you gotta work hard, and I'm work hard for that. I'm pushing myself every day, and I'll be there doing my best as always. Each match is gonna be the last match of my life, and let's see how it goes.
You touched on the fact that there's a lot of new generation Roosterweight athletes, and I think that division's never been more stacked and more exciting. And one guy who I think everyone would want to see you fight is Talison Suarez. Talison won the 2022 Worlds, also won the 2023 Europeans. He's a guy who's been incredible ever since he got his black belt, and was incredible in the lower belts as well. Can you talk about Talison as an opponent and how you feel you match up with him stylistically?
Yeah, we never fought before. We trained before. I know Talison for a long time. I met him in 2009. Back the time I used to train with Cicero Costa, with Leandro Lolo, Miao brothers. Um, and I trained with him a lot. He was a little kid. And now see him right now in this division. Like, I'm very happy with everything he could. He the new the 2022 world champion, 2020 23 European champion. Like, he does things so well. I respect him a lot. And I'm very excited to fight against him. Not just against him, but against the Zayed too. He's the
Yeah.
current Pan American champ.
Mhm.
I'm very excited to fight against them. Especially because each opponent will be different, right? Each opponent you have different type of mentality, different type of game. And Thales has amazing guard, amazing game, and I like to play on top. I'm not gonna lie, everyone know that. I'll be on top every match, no matter what. If you fight against each other, do my best to be on top, and I'll put a lot of pressure no matter what. I will try to do my best, and it's when you're losing, I'll respect him a lot. I really, I will appreciate a lot fighting against him. Like I say, I'm very proud to see him like the way he started now, the way he take care of his things. He started as a little kid, like yellow belt. Now he's black belt, world champion. One of the tough guy on that division, and compete against him will be amazing. I think they will take my jiu-jitsu game to the next level, and that's what I want. I want to take my game to the next level. I want to take my mindset to the next level. And the only way to do that is compete against the toughest opponent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Compete against the toughest guy. And I like to challenge myself against anyone. And be on that division, compete against them, you'll be amazing. It'll be a pleasure for me to go there and do my best every single second. Yeah, like I say, I can't wait to fight Talis as well. Not just him, but each opponent that on my side, I'll do my best. I always do my best. I try to respect all my opponents. I know that in a black belt division, you cannot make a mistake. One mistake changes everything, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready to to put myself in some situation there where I'll have to see if I'm tough or not.
Well, Lucas, I really appreciate your time today. I just want to congratulate you again on such an incredible performance at the Brasileiros. We're so happy to see you doing so well, and we can't wait to watch you at the Worlds, especially in the Rooster Weight division. It's going to be amazing. Do you have anything else you want to add before we wrap up the podcast?
Just thank you again, Danny. Sorry, thank you, IBJJF. Thank you guys for everything you guys do for the jiu-jitsu community. And yeah, guys, one thing that I want to tell you guys, like, never give up your life, no matter what, no matter how tough are things to you. You know, at some point you're gonna overcome everything. You're gonna do well. You're gonna successful well. Uh, like I say, uh, never give up your life. I one thing that I wanna share with you guys, that only you can stop you. You're capable to do whatever you want. You can do good things. That is a easy things, and that is a tough thing. Always choose the tough things. Easy things everyone can do it. Tough things only a few people can gonna do it well. And just go there, do your best, and let's just enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. And thank you again, and see you guys at Worlds.
Of course. Thank you again, Lucas. We'll see you at the Worlds. We'll see all you guys at the Worlds as well. Thanks for watching. Take care.